guys, it is me, Stace. Today I want to share with you my design team project for Maymay Made It. The theme this month for the design team were to make cards that had either a fun fold or fancy fold. The one I'm sharing with you today is called a fold flat pop-up card. There's the front of the card, here's a side view, and then when you push down on it, it folds flat to easily fit into an A2 size envelope. Alright, super easy. The first thing you will need is some cardstock. For the base of the card, I chose brown. This piece measures 4 1/4 by 8 3/8. The other front panel piece measures 3 by 4 7/8, and I just chose the same two colors. The accent color, you need one that is 4 1/4 by 4, one that is 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. Then we have our white layers. This piece measures 4 by 3 3/4. The smaller one is 2 1/2 by 3. We're first going to do our scoring on our card bases. I'm going to bring in my trimmer and my bone folder. And I have the 8 3/8 side facing up. We're first going to score this at the 3/8 inch mark. And I find it easier to line it up on the right side versus the left side. So I'm going to line it up there at 3/8 of an inch and then score it. We're going to turn it around, and now we're going to score it again at 1 3/8. And then again at 2 7/8. And our last one is going to be 3 7/8. So 1 3/8 or 3/8 inch, 1 3/8, 2 7/8, and 3 7/8. And now we have the 3 inch by 4 7/8. Again, we're going to first score this at the 3/8 inch mark. I'm going to turn it around and score it again at 1 3/8. Okay, we can set the trimmer aside. We're done with that. Alright, so now we have our large card base with the score marks on the right. So I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to do our stamping. The stamps that we are using is called God is Fighting for Us. We'll be using the shield, the sword, the little girl, and also the greeting. And what I'm going to do is stamp my shield in black ink. I'm just using black memento ink. And I'm going to stamp this only on the part here that has the score marks. This is the part that's going to fold up on the front of the card. Just be sure to rotate your stamp or the card. Okay, so we have that part stamped. Again, it's only on the part that's scored. We're going to flip it over and stamp now on the non-scored part. This will be the back part of the card that you see here. Again, rotate the paper or the stamp. One more right about there. Alright, we're done with that. We can set that aside. Alright, now we're going to take that small white piece we had for the front. I'm going to line that up. I'm going to grab the little girl and the black ink again. Ink her out really well. We're going to stamp this in the center of that white piece. Hopefully straight. Perfect. She is such a cute little girl. Alright, now to save time, I already did color this in, and I used the Spectrum NOIR markers. I used the colors Maple for her hair, Cyan for the dress, and I just used a black Crayola marker for her belt. And I have that already here colored in. Alright, so we're going to color that in, set that aside. Now we're going to assemble our card. So we have the score marks facing up. On the stamp side, we're going to go in and crease along the score marks. Take our bone folder, give it a good crease. Okay, do this piece as well. It's one of those cards that look complicated, but it actually is really easy to make. Alright, so we have our score marks on the right and this part here. We're going to fold this part where the score marks are on the second score mark. Okay, so that second score mark there, fold that down. Now we have the 3/8 inch flap here. You want to apply glue there. I'm using art glitter glue. So put the glue on that small 3/8 inch flap. Okay, now we're going to hold that down and fold along this score mark just like that. Just give it a rub, and that creates the card base, and you can kind of form it there like that so it'll stand up for you. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Now we're going to take this piece. If you want to, you can stamp on this as well. I'm going to put glue again only on that 3/8 inch flap. Bring our card base over. I'm going to push it down so it's more longer. So you can see if you push it this way, it's short. Push it that way, it's long. You want to have it on the long end. I'm lining up the bottom of this piece with the bottom of my card, making sure it's centered. Okay, then kind of just tuck this piece over and attach it there. I'm going to flip it up and just rub on that score mark where the glue was, just to make sure it makes a good bond. So it looks like that. Kind of funny, right? Now we're going to take some glue on the bottom of this piece here, about 3/4 of the way up. Okay. And again, having your card folded so it's long ways, take this piece and bring it down and just glue it down. Okay, so there is the card base folded flat. Then when you push it up, you'll see you have this box here and that piece there, and then of course it stands there. Okay, super cute. All right, we can set that aside. Now we have our other pieces. So we have the white piece for the back, and again, this piece measures 4 inches by 3 3/4. You want to have the 4-inch side facing up. We're going to grab the black ink again and the greeting, which I seem to have misplaced somewhere. You'd think it'd be kind of hard to there we go, misplace a greeting when it's on the block. And this one says, "God is fighting for us." I'm going to ink it up upside down. I think it's easier that way to get good coverage. We're going to stamp this. Again, you want the 4-inch side facing long ways. I'm going to stamp this in the lower left-hand corner. Okay, perfect. We're going to take this piece, glue it to the blue. Okay, just like that. So now you have a nice large area to write your greeting or your message. We're going to take this piece and our card base, on the back side. I love that this card is a fun shape or a fun fold, and there's also a really nice area to have your greeting. Alright, so there's the back. Now we have the front piece again with that little girl that I stamped. We're going to flip her over and grab some foam squares. I'm using 4 or 5. I'm going to do 4 in one in each corner and 1 in the center. Okay, we're going to set that aside and take our blue piece and glue this to the front. Get it on there straight. Okay, take this piece, give all the backings a squish, take the backs off. And we're going to plop that down. Oh, I forgot to mention on this piece, you want to also stamp the sword in her hand. I forgot to do that. I'll get that piece on there. Super cute. All right, now to jazz it up, I'm going to take some jute cording or jute twine and kind of just free form a bow on my hand. And then just fix it so the loops aren't so large. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Take my scissors and trim off the tails. Now to attach this, I'll be using a glue dot. just kind of wad it up in my hands to form a little ball. Take that in the back of my bow on the knotted area. Fix my tails. The hard part is getting that off your finger when you have the glue dot on there. Alright, now attach this in the upper left-hand corner of your card. You can also do twine here or twine up top or ribbon. So there you have it, my friends. There's that card, and then we have that card. Again, just kind of form them to where they're going to stand on your desk for you or the table. Really cute and super simple. And don't forget, if you want to receive the card kit, go to my blog, leave me a comment, and I will pick a winner tomorrow. Also, I will have the all the sizes listed below, Maymay's blog post with all the supplies and also sizes, and also Maymay's Facebook group. Any questions at all, guys, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.